We have 4 games of college basketball tonight. The first one is a rivalry between the Porter brothers and Missouri, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini from Big Ten. Let's go. First quarter is Michael Porter showing off his alpha dominance. Big game for both of the Porter brothers as Michael Porter had a double-double and Jonte Porter almost had a double-double. As Missouri up by 9 as Michael Porter would make it very good start for Michael Porter. Sort of cooled down as the game went along, but he still played really well as he drives by Kipper Nichols with ease and gets another easy slam dunk as Michael Porter Jr. is making Illinois look like a team of second-grade chess players, but Illinois does hit the 3. So let's go later in the first half as Michael Porter wanting to show off some range, but he missed it, but his brother Jonte with a little brotherly love and the putback, 16-9 for Jonte as Michael Porter with the one-handed dunk. Now Missouri up by over 20 points as that one would be stolen by Blake Harris, and Blake Harris coast to coast with a beautiful slam dunk right there. Kind of like a windmill, sort of, kind of. Anyway, Missouri's up by 24, but wide open in the corner is an Illinois wing, and he makes the shot as Michael Porter trying to drive by Nichols once again, but he'll just stop, pop, and drop for 3. As later in the game, LaRon Black over to Nichols, over to the freshman Trent Frazier. Back to Black for the and 1. That's pretty much how the game would end. Illinois would have a bit of a comeback, but it would not be enough as Missouri would win 77-67. Now, Villanova headed to Cameron Indoor Stadium to take on the Duke Blue Devils. So let's go first half as Grayson Allen with a nice mid-range jump shot. 19 points for him tonight. As Jalen Brunson trying to drive, but that one would be stolen by the freshman Trevon Duval. And Trevon Duval taking it coast to coast with the slam dunk. Take another look at it with another view as Duval. Excellent play by the star freshman point guard. So 14 all as, speaking of Duval, with the spin move, the foul, and the finish as Jalen Brunson and Villanova down by 4 as Painter would find Samuels for 3. Got the lucky bounce to go. 5-point game as Marvin Bagley driving with ease, getting by Amari Spellman, but he would still miss it, but Grayson Allen would take the mid-ranger. He'd miss it, but Marvin Bagley would get another Duke offensive board, ending in a Grayson Allen finish. So, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half as Tucker for 3. Now, 13-point game as Duke is sort of getting on a run. Jalen Brunson over to Mikal Bridges in the corner. And the wing from Malvern, Pennsylvania gets the 3 right there as Amari Spellman taking it coast to coast. And he would miss the layup, but he'd get his own board. Double-double for the freshman Amari Spellman. Speaking of Spellman, he's showing his magical 3-point shot as he gets it there. And then Phil Booth would take it coast to coast with a nice 2-handed slammer, but Duke would clobber the Villanova Wildcats by a score of 90-66. Duke had the edge the whole time, and Villanova didn't stand a chance. Now the Battle of Virginias, as Virginia and West Virginia in battle, as Kyle Guy with the 3. West Virginia would answer back a couple minutes later, as Javon Carter guarded by Ty Jerome. Carter with the easy drive. He would miss it, though Isaiah Wilkins, who had 15 points and 15 rebounds, would rebound it over to Ty Jerome, over to DeAndre Hunter, back to Jerome for 3. Is Virginia up by 6, but West Virginia almost making the 3, rebounded by DeAndre Hall, 23 points for Hall, as he would drive to the rack and get a little whack with the layup, tied up towards the end of the first half as Kyle Guy with the nice mid-range shot. Now second half, West Virginia up by 2 as Ty Jerome over to Diakite, over to Kyle Guy for 3 at the top of the key. West Virginia would sort of get cold. They do make the shot as Virginia would go on a run, but West would get the and 1 to go. But Virginia, towards the middle of the second half, they just took control as Ty Jerome in the corner with a 3. That's how this one would end as Virginia would beat the Mountaineers by a score of 88-76. Now, the final game of the day, we have Darsheen Brooks of the Florida State Seminoles headed to the University of Massachusetts, UMass, to take on the Minutemen. Let's go first quarter as UMass started off with a quick three. They got hot early as Pippen, guarded by Trent Forrest, getting a screen and getting blocked. And then Brian Anigola would take it coast to coast. He would get the layup. So 6-point game as Darshim the Dream got a lot of assists early on. There's one of them to Terrence Mann, who would nail the three as Mann with the rebound. He would look for Kofor over Darshim. The Dream, the two-sport athlete, would get the layup, his first bucket of the game. He had a lot of those as the game went along. Crazy three right there from West Virginia, or from, not West Virginia, UMass, sorry. As at the end of the first half, Lamb Pipkins being double-teamed, but he would find Pippen in the, I think that was Pippen, I'm not entirely sure, in the corner to end the first half 3-point game as Pipkins, who struggled in the first half but had a big second half, leading all scorers today in points, would miss that one, but Trent Forrest would get the dunk as Darshim with the tip, but he didn't get the steal, but there is a steal as Darshim would get the steal. Then CJ Walker would find Darshim, who would get the and one. 7-point game as that one would be stolen by CJ Walker, picked up by Darshim the Dream. He had a very dreamy fourth quarter as he doubled his point total in the quarter, 19 and I believe 8 at that point. He ended up with a double-double of 20 and 10, and the Seminoles would get a nice 83-69 win over the Minutemen.